live there is. Right. Good morning, afternoon and evening, everybody. Fingers crossed this is working. Okay, everything seems to have popped up. Now I've just got to hope that somebody's around to see me. If not, don't panic. Hopefully you'll watch this one later. Now, as some of you know, there is a new computer, which means there's new gadgets for me to play with. Oh, I've been playing with the streaming software today. Oh, I've managed to sort out sources, I hope. So, and hopefully someone will pop in, so I know I'm not just talking to myself, but it doesn't matter if I am. Right, okay, so last night I was chatting to my gorgeous Louisa over at the Secret Yarn Stash, and she said to me, Ange, go check out the website. There's a sale on and it's a cool one. And I'm like, you temptress, you are really evil to me. I'm working through my stash so that I've got room to fill things up. She's gone, but I know there's stuff on there that you've been keeping an eye on. Go and have a look. So I did. I popped over. Now, for anybody that's popping in and watching this video later on, there will be a link in the description box down below, and there's also a link to anybody that's watching it now. And in the description box down below. Now, she only posts in the UK and part of Ireland, okay, because postage is so expensive elsewhere that she can't really justify it sending it out. Yay, Margaret's in. Thank you for popping in, darling. She said she just opened up YouTube, and here you are. Your computer's working fine. Bonus. Whether I'll be able to get this to do it again next week or the week after or sometime this week will be another matter. Right, as I was saying, yeah, the Secret Yarn Stash has this really cool sale on. So what I've managed to do, I hope, is to get the right capture. Is it that one? I can't even think what button's what. Don't know. That doesn't look right. Let's try it, that one. Is it doing anything? But I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to bring you over with me to the Secret Yarn Stash website, if it's even open still. There it is. So fingers crossed it will come up. No, nothing showing yet. I've got to find the right button. Come on, Ange, get your brain in gear. That one. I had it earlier, I really did. I had this earlier and I was so chuffed with myself. Right, come on, show it, do something. Maybe I need to click it or something. Where are we? There we go. And hope the source comes up. But if not, what I'll have to do is I will talk you through it, and we can go from there really. Right, products, there we go. Right, so as I was saying, she's got a sale on. I've just got to find the right bit. Oh, it's one of them evenings, afternoons and all the rest of it. There we go. Sale items. Right, it's popped up. It popped up on my screen. Fingers crossed it pops up on yours. Right, as you can, hopefully you'll be able to see here, I cannot pronounce the word there, but she's got some classic needlework scissors that were normally $13.99. They're all singing, all dancing ones. They're priced in now at $10.49. Her wool genie, I paid £12.50 for. Absolutely brilliant. I love my genie. It works really well if you cake up the yarn first. If you put a standardized, a normal ball on like it shows in the image, then when you get to about 25 grams left, the ball starts to collapse. So you'll end up taking it off and having to hank it anyway. So it's easier to just use your wool winder. Okay, but then that is priced in now at £9.38. Now please remember, these are prices for the UK and UK girls only. Sarah's in, so I know, Sarah, you've got to go over, use my affiliated link, help a girl out. Any money that I make from the affiliated link, of course, goes on to buying yarn for the poppies for my boy behind me, and all of that gets donated. There is no charge to the Royal British Legion. Okay, but the best one out of all of this, I was only speaking to Ursula the other day I was on her live. Yarn Art Flowers, the Moonlight Cakes. Normally a £9.50, and that's cheaper than most places anyway, normally. She got them down at £4.75. Bye, Sarah. I'll see you in a bit. But the problem is there is only the 3 colourways. So if you like those colourways, grab them, grab them, grab them. You never know. Okay, let's just pop in a quick. So, oh crikey, Emma, right, Mayhem Emma warning label is my best mate. She's in. Oh gosh, she's going to cause me havoc. She always does. I love her to bits. Margaret G is saying, glad you have a good sale over there for once. Yeah, we don't normally get decent sales, but I'm telling you now, this one is a brilliant. Katrina's saying that she can hear and see me. That's an added bonus. Emmy's saying, sale, great, I'm skint. That's why I didn't bother telling you earlier, darling. Hello from the yarn barn. Oh, so Sarah's in her yarn barn. I can't wait to see that, honey. I'll be keeping an eye out for your next video. It is a bit small. Okay, well, the problem I have is you've got 2 choices. Do we really need to see my face? I think I may be able to. Bye. Okay, I'll scoot over that way, I suppose. There we go. So you can still get to see my ugly mug. Okay, Sarah's saying no money till payday. I'm not too sure how long this sale's lasting, but normally she keeps her sales going on until she runs out. So once she runs out of that yarn, of course, the sale will end. Yes, Margaret, this is an absolutely amazing price for it. Emmy's saying she's being good, so I'm lucky. Okay, I can't sit here. Let's swap it to the other side. There we go. Now I can sit where I can see. Although you can't see me, it doesn't matter. Right, okay, what have we got? You like the Loom of the Moon cakes. I was really hoping that she had the one that's actually in display with the sale sticker on, because I've got one of those here and I need another one for a project. But she hasn't got any of that one. Right, so then let me jump back onto that page. I've got to find it again. There we go. Right, so that was, in my head, the best out of all of the sale items there. Right, we've got some more embroidery scissors, the Clover Yo-Yo Suffolk puff maker, or pom-pom maker, or whatever it is. That's now priced in at £2.13. It was $4.25. The Stylecraft Cabriolet Sparkly DK with glitter was £4.20. It's now £3.15. We've got our Stylecraft Naturals Bamboo Cotton DK. That was $3.99. It's now down to $2.99. Are you seeing these prices, girls? It's insane, absolutely insane. The Signet Chunky Chanel Velvet Yarn, that's not $3.75 anymore. That's $2.81. The Robin Paint Box DK Colour Changing Yarn, it doesn't change. It's just like roving. I got a bit confused when I first read that one. It was priced in at £3. It's now down to £1.50. You can hear the shock in my voice still. And it's getting dry. Let's have a quick look at that one. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Bottoms. Okay, so that one actually has 6 colours still available. So that's really nifty. They were quite cute. Sorry, I should have counted to like 5 or something. The Stylecraft, that's got all of those ones. Ooh, pretty. I really like the one at the bottom right hand side. I went through a blue phase when I bought mine from her a couple of months ago, wasn't it? Let me think, what else have we got? We got the Signet Pure Cotton DK. That is really lovely to work with. That is £1.88 at the moment, down from £2.50. yarn out mink fluffy yarn is $1.69. The Robin super chunky, there is quite a few colours of that one available, I believe. Oh, look at them all. Look at all them colours. And for £1 a pop, you can't really go wrong, can you? Right, let's scoot down. Page 2. You ready, gang? We've got the Signet Aran yarn. Was $1.85. It's now $1.39. That is 2p more than the Pato Everyday DK. But then she's got the Signet Chunky as well at $1.85. And that is, sorry, it was $1.85. It's now $1.39. And then the Signet DK yarn was $1.80. It's now $1.35. And the Yarn Art Creative Cotton is $1.13. And the Yarn Jeans Tropical Cotton Mix is 75p. You ready for this? Let's look at the details on this one. It was $1.50. It's down to 75p. So it's 50% off basically. Look at all the colour combinations there is there. I'm going to leave that up a second. I'm going to have a quick nose at what you guys are saying in chat. Where are we gone? Small. No money. Sarah's saying she's not going anywhere. Margaret was saying these are good. That's a good price. Emmy's being good for now. Oh, I read that one, didn't I? The video is up day 1. Oh, sweet Sarah, I will pop over after the live and have a nose. Yeah, yes, Katrina, they are really cool prices. Yeah, Emmy loves her chunky, her Robin chunky. I didn't know about it when I spoke to you yesterday, but I know about it this morning. Luckily, your husband hasn't bribed me not to tell you, Emmy. Sarah's saying she has the Yarn Art jeans in the blue. She found it today. Was you unpacking all your yarns, honey? Beverly's in. She's saying good day, everybody. What was it? 12:45 p.m. Are you over in Oz by any chance, baby girl? She's saying it's a beautiful day with lots of snow, so that's not it then. I should have carried on reading. She's in Newfoundland, Canada. Have I tried to do those granny square jackets? No, darling, I haven't done a granny square jacket. I've done a granny square top and a jumper. I was following, for the jumper, I was following a tutorial actually from OMG Granny Square. Sarah's saying that she might have to get the lilac. Sarah's in and she's saying, sorry, oh, this is going to get confusing. Right, so I'm going to say Sarah N is in. She's working and lurking. Hello in chat, everyone in chat. And Emmy's just said true. Right, okay, so that was that one. And then the last one up is the Yarn Art Jeans Crazy Cotton Mix. Let's have a quick nose at the colours in that one. So there you go. Those were the sale, the items for the sale that she's got going at the moment. There are a lot of choices in quite a lot, like the colourways, I should say. There's lots and lots of, I've done that one already, haven't I? I am so bad, I'm sorry. Yeah, there is lots of choices left for the colours that she has available for us to grab today, tomorrow, the day after. Sometime this week, sometime this month. Right, let's jump off of there and give you my ugly mug back. Yay, I did it, I found the button. So yeah, if you like the look of any of those yarns and those sale prices, remember to jump over to the Secret Yarn Stash. There is the affiliate link in the description box down below. It doesn't cost you anything to use the link, it just shows her that I've sent you over. If you do place an order, I do get a small percentage, and in points, and those points get turned into red and black and green for the poppies. So stitch me up next year. I've got a few balls left under there to get me going. But yeah, stitch me up, make me make more next year. Oh no, Sarah, you're the same as me. Pretty much everything that she wanted has gone. Oh, that is a shame. As I said, it only went up yesterday. So fingers, I don't know why she's doing the sale. I think you never know. We might end up getting some new stuff coming soon. I know she was moving rooms as well, and she was sorting out all her bits and pieces. And I said to her, well, get any sellable bits and pieces up and we'll have a nose and see if it, because I know she did used to stock buttons and things. So it may just be like buttons and things like that, the little small things that she hasn't quite managed to get listed yet. Silver Wings, no, the sale is on, but you need to be in the UK. I think you are. Yeah, just hit the link in the description box down below for the secret yarn stash. Sorry, nearly said that wrong. Emmy, no. Simples, there isn't any sheepsies or however it's said. You only did that to try and get me to say the word. Beverly is saying that she is trying to use up her stash. She's thinking of doing a scrappy C2C Afghan. Go for it, girl. I've got plenty of C2C patterns if you want to have a nose through. Jojo, welcome in, Holly. She's saying hello to everybody. Emma, I haven't got a foggiest what them 3 letters mean. Yeah, I thought you was Silver, but there's so many people and so many trying to remember the location of everybody all the time. I just can't do it. So basically, if I'm chatting about the UK and sales like this one was, I was showing you a few minutes ago, you can be like, woohoo, I'm in the UK, finally we found something. But yeah, I love the site, and shipping's really good as well because we're in the UK, so shipping's really good. The bags that they come in, you're going to like this news, Sarah. They are actually combustible. You can stick them in the ground and they disintegrate really quickly, and they're not actually made from plastic. What was it, seaweed? It was something like that, but they're eco-friendly. So she's really good. She's really thinking of these sort of things. So packaging is a must, isn't it? It's a really good one. I've not had any dodgy deliveries come through. I've had one bag slightly split, but that wasn't her fault. That was down to the way it was being handled. Thank you for the correction, Sarah. Yeah, it's that word. Jane, welcome in, darling. She's saying hello, Angela. Sarah's coming in with the proper word for me, but I couldn't get brain and mouth. I need to put my other teeth in, I think. These ones clearly aren't working today. Okay, right, I'll have to explain that, everybody. Right, so Emmy's saying her next purchase is a wool winder. Basically, she wants one of these. You are evil and sadistic. She's planning to attach it to the dog. That's who Eve is. Not gonna work, girl. Yes, the Signet Boho Spirit yarn. Oh, where is it? No, not that one. Where are you? I've got some somewhere. I've just used a load of the Signet. Well, I didn't save the label in there. That's pants, that's my leftovers. When you think you haven't got enough, and you know you have, but you just can't find the one ball you want. Where are you? No, I've put it somewhere safe, haven't I? Oh no, there we go. Yeah, it is the Spirit. Yeah, I've actually just completed a jumper using the Spirit. I'll show it to you in a moment. I'm not too sure what colourways she has left. Oh, that's messy. Yeah, they've been in the bag a little while. But yeah, look at it. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. This is one of my favourites, I will admit, and it's really lovely to work with. The only issue I found with it, which is the same for this type of yarn, is it's an absolute pain in the posterior when it comes to your ends, because they like to split, and it can also felt as well. I tried using it, not that one, but what was it? I can't think of the name of it. Yeah, it was a Lion brand version. There we go. I remembered it in the end. And I was trying to sew with it, and that one just felted. So now I don't sew with it. I will just crochet with it and crochet my seams up. But yeah, this is what it looks like, made up into something. That's the Breeze colourway. How cute is that? I love it. It's going to be my new top, and it will get worn, this one, because it actually fits me. And that's the pattern that will be coming out in a month or so. So if you're in the UK and you like the look of this top, have a nose at the Spirit and see what colourways are there, and whether it would be something that those colourways would be something that you would wear. And especially at the moment, because that one was on sale, wasn't it, I think? I can't remember now. Oh, I've closed them down. Pants. It will take me 3 hours to find it again. So there we go. Oh, I haven't closed it down. I should explain, at the moment, this computer's actually on I've got, what's it, Google and Chrome. And it is so confusing because Google works some things and Chrome works something else. It's just like, oh, I've had enough. No, can't get it to work. Don't worry about it, I'm not. Where are we? Signet boho, yep. Sarah's saying, oh no, they're going to light on fire. No, but I think we should be okay. There's only about 4 of us. 4 or 5 here that are UK based. Most of the girls have probably already ordered from them already. Silver's saying that she loves her her yarn winder. That's alright, Silver. She's also saying wrong person she tagged. It doesn't matter. I think it was Emmy, wasn't it, that was talking about the other one. Sarah's also found some of the boho today. I bet you are loving emptying out all your boxes. God, the amount of one. Have you found any that you don't remember buying though? That's the one. I've done it before now where I was where I actually had it so that I was opening bags and I was like, I don't remember buying that one. I think it only happened with about 3 colours, so that wasn't too bad in the big scheme of things when I brought it all from upstairs down to here, because I had it hidden here, there and everywhere. Oh, thank you ever so much, Joe. It's old, decrepit and falling apart. Here's a dodgy shop bought one. I've had it probably about 6 years. It's in my winter rotation because it's double layered. Oh, thank you very much, Margaret. She's saying that this sweater is pretty. It will be available on Ravelry hopefully by the end of this week. I've just got to finish the tutorials, upload them to YouTube, get the links, then stick the links onto the pattern, collapse the pattern as a PDF, then upload it to Ravelry, then fill in all their paperwork, then wait for them to send it back to me and say, no, you can't do X, Y, Z, then put it back up again once I've fixed any issues. So yeah, it'll probably be sort of the end of the week when the pattern for that jumper will go up. And then of course it will come on to, the videos will be released on the channel a couple of months later. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Hang on. the jumper pattern, the one that I'm showing is a size 16 to 18 as a guesstimate. But in the written pattern, I explain to you how to size it for you or for the person that it's intended for. So that way it can be sized any size. You could get nanny and grandkid jumpers. It's just a case of getting the right sizing. But it explains, as I said, it explains in the pattern how to do it. I try to do it like that because, of course, in the UK, depending on what shop you shop at, depends on what size you are. So it's if I go to I'm trying to think how to say it without saying shops. Okay, fine, I'll just say. If I went to Next, they wouldn't have my size because I'm too big. If I went to Mataland, I would probably be, well, I am 16 to 18 in Mataland. If I went to Primarché, darling, some of their trousers I can get in a 12, others it's a 22. If I go to Tesco's where mummy buys her best clothes, I could be a size 16, I could be a size 14. I don't find that there's a generic sizing over here, which is really annoying. And then of course when I move it across the water and say I'm in Australia, their sizing I think goes on inches, so it's a little bit easier. Or does it? I don't remember. I know I bought stuff at Christmas. But yeah, and then of course with America your sizing's different, and it just gets so confusing that for me personally it's easier for me to say, look, this is the size I got with this amount of repeats. Have a go. This is the amount of repeats you're going to need to get to where you need to be. So Sarah's like, yes. And also says she has more to find yet too. Could honestly open a shop, face plant. I think we all feel like that from time to time, honey. The thing was, back in the day, it was like, I'm only ever going to buy what I need for what I'm making at that point and the next project. And then I found mystery bags and I'm like, ooh, but I can't let that up. Then I found the secret yarn stash and I'm like, at this price? I want one of every colour. So I did. Now I'm literally trying to work through it. I've got a job load of black and white for like the C2C blankets and stuff. And then what you can see in front, I think I might have one ball of a couple of different ones that my husband bought me because he bought 2 of the same colourway. But other than that, I am getting through it. But I have got the 4 cube by 4 cube over there that's got 9 cubes full of yarn. I'm getting through it before it goes out of date. Silver is saying she won't go looking for yarn at home. She's hid it everywhere. She doesn't want the other half to find her hiding places. Well, that was the thing when I was in the purple room. Of course, my husband thought that the wardrobe that we had, which is, what was it, a 3-door wardrobe. So you had your normal wardrobe with the rail for hanging, and next door you had shelves. He thought all of that still had our eldest daughter's clothing in it, so he never bothered opening it because it was like, well, that's got our girl's stuff in here. What he didn't know was I'd boxed her stuff, put it up in the loft when he was at work, so that was my hidey hole. And I didn't think there was a lot in there. And also in that purple room, of course, there was a Welsh dresser, like a shrunken down Welsh dresser. So that had the oddments in it, in the drawers, and then it had some on display as well for you lot to look at. And there was also one of them flip beds where the mattress comes up and you just shove stuff in. I realised at that point it was getting a bit insane, and that's when I had to move down here. Now it's a case of how many balls can you get in 1 cube? I challenge you, I get 50 odd. So yeah, it's still really dodgy. Sarah is saying, laugh out loud, Silver, we can't hide any now. I don't know. There's still ways. There's ways and means of hiding it. Hiya, Unique Amazing Stripes. Welcome in, darling. I'm just going to call you Unique, honey, because, like, is a mouthful this time of the day. Silver is saying that her dog has found some yarn and keeps playing with it like the cats do, and she thinks that the dog's trying to get her found out. She has 5 vacuum bags that he knows of, and also has some hidden away. Them vacuum bags are amazing. Sarah is saying that she's got 38 cubes and one is left empty, but there is space behind some. And she has some stacking totes, but they're nearly full too. And she's given loads to a local charity. Shop who crochet and knit. Ooh. Silver is saying that she got a 40 kilogram of yarn off of eBay when she first started, and the box was huge. I did something similar. I found a girl on Facebook Marketplace, and her name was actually Angela as well. Angela's taken over the world. But she was getting rid of some, and so I've popped around, and she said to me, come and have a look at the craft room. And this craft room, she was in an Edwardian house, and so they have really nice high ceilings. And she had one of these cubes, this cube style storage, but it was 8 high by at least 16 wide on 2 walls. And then she had boxes as well shoved in there. These boxes were massive. So I ended up going back about 3 or 4 times, not to buy the yarn, but to help her sort out her craft room, which meant I got to feel all of the different types of yarns that she had. And she had a really cool collection of lots of different stuff. And it meant I could help her out a bit. So that was really cool. But I did end up purchasing some yarn from a big fat box and 2 black bin bags. It filled the bed where I laid it out and took photographs, and I've just got 1 bag left now. So I'm getting there. I really am getting there. I'm working my way through it. That's actually where this sheepsies yarn came from that I had, Emmy. So Sarah's saying that she really doesn't need to buy any more yarn at the moment. Well, not just now. And also Crikey Silver. Where we gone? Emmy is saying Silver, her hound is the same. A few weeks back there was war in the garden, needless to say. A lot of choice words and trouble. She's part wolfhound. She's absolutely gorgeous, mind. So there's definitely not a lot that girl can't reach. She is really tall. She's really cute, really tall. Yeah. I'm sure I've seen her with her feet nearly tied together, you know. So Unique is saying that she has to keep her yarn out on view, right, and visible, otherwise she does keep buying more yarn. And Silver is saying that her dog, oh bless him, and she said Silver said a few choice words. She just looked at me, tail wagging, with it hanging out of her mouth. And Emmy says she loves sheepsies. Yeah, what I ended up doing was, I don't know if you remember, it's sort of a hidden tutorial nowadays, but I did an amigurumi. It was meant to look like the caterpillar birthday cakes that they do over here in some of the stores, and it doesn't. It just looks like a pile of beep. Right, so, but I put the video up, 1, to make you laugh, and 2, because it still had tips and tricks in it, so it meant then that you had information on how to increase, decrease, invisible increases and decreases and all the other stuff. I've still got it, but I took the eyes out because I didn't put the backs on them. I took the eyes out and gave it to Liam, and I thought, well, he can test my sewing. He found it the other day, and he's spent 2 days laying in his bed hugging it. It seems really strange. The stuffies that we buy from the shop, he destroys. And we're talking they last no more than 20 minutes. Right? The stuffing's out, the squeaker's out. And he's just left with just the material. Right? But the ones that I've made him, I made a ball using my Centro, because I was trying to make something with the Centro, and the Centro skipped and this, that and the other. So I just got it, folded it in half, tied the ends together and stuffed it with something. I can't think what it was now, but I stuffed it and chucked it at him, and he went off running around playing with it. That is still working fine. He still hasn't bothered destroying that, and that's about 1.5 years old. As I said, he's got that stuffy as well. And then another time I was bored, and it was another thing that I mucked up on the Centro actually. I'd only managed to do about 1.5 inches, if that, on the Centro, and something had gone wrong. I think it might have been just the bit that we would normally take out and discard, or like when you're making a hat, say. But what I did was I got it and I just seamed it up and made a long tube, stuffed it and tied it together in and was a never-ending knot sort of scenario. And he still runs around the house with that, and it is proper dog stuff. The stuffing all pokes out of it. It's proper rough as anything, but he loves it, and it's really insane. Silver is saying it smells of me. It could be something that simple. So Emmy's saying, well, whatever the stuffy is made of, her Vespa is gorgeous. She's got the 2 dogs, you see. Her Vessie is gorgeous. But yeah, she destroys everything stuffy related. She doesn't like the squeaker. If Emmy took the squeaker out and then re-sewed it back up, I don't think she would have the issue. But because the squeaker's in it, Vessie's like, no, don't you squeak at me. But as Emmy says, it's her life to seek and destroy. I finished my shawl that I was making using Ursula's latest pattern. Oh, not latest. Which one is it? It's the Beautiful Friends shawl. Absolutely stunning pattern it is. Really lovely, really easy to work. My problem was I didn't have enough yarn in the single colour that I wanted to use for it. I should put it like that. Yes, I've got lots of white, okay, but I've got plans for all of that. So I was using a pack of Aldi, and it's one of their Aldi packs where you get 10 balls of 50 grams in 5 different colours. So I was using it. Do you want to see it? I haven't actually finished it the same way as Ursula though, because I didn't have enough yarn in one colour to do it. I really didn't think ahead. I should have just kept one of the 100 grams out for just the border. But even then I think I might have needed a bit more for it. I'll show it to you in a second. Sabrina, welcome in, darling. She's saying hello, lovely crazy, and everyone. Emmy's just saying hello crazy because she forgot to say hello to me earlier. And no, hello Sabrina, sorry. Sarah's also doing Ursula's shawl. She says it's a fab pattern. It is. It's a beautiful, beautiful pattern. I've just chosen the worst colour combination in history. Absolutely a worst colour combination. I took a photograph and I turned it black and white, and I'm like, I actually like it in black and white and greys, but in this colourway, it's not for me. I'm more of a plain Jane and boring. Yeah, I'll show it to you fully in a few moments. Steve, welcome in, darling. So Sarah's saying yes please, would love to see it. Then we've got hellos. Emma's saying no. That's because Emmy's already seen it and we were laughing about it. Because the colour combination's really bad. Steve wants to see the border that I did. Yeah, it is definitely different. And Sarah is saying to Sabrina, hello, I'm in the yarn barn. How are you, lovely lady? And Sabrina's also doing the show. I didn't realise so many of us were doing it. Emmy's saying it is lovely, but oh my gosh, it burns. Right, are you ready? Now, as I said, I just picked up the pack. I was like, that one. So it is rather in your face. If you like bright in your face and things like that, then you're going to love it. But personally, it's not my thing. But that's the colours, that's not the pattern. Okay, so let's fold that over. I've shown it a couple of times before. Okay, are you ready for the giggle? Because as I said, I ran out of yarn. So I've bordered the top. And then I've bordered the next side. And yes, it's really that bad because the other border's a different colour too. I did it like that because I couldn't get all the way round doing all of it in one go. I'd nearly finished it yesterday on Ursula's Live, and I think there was something like, what was it? I got to the end, or nearly got to the end. I think there was about that much left to do in the last set of stitches on the border, and I ran out of yarn, and I'm like, I am not adding a wayward colour in. So I stripped the whole thing back. Because at that point I think I was doing a row of different colours, so I stripped the whole thing back, and I thought, well, the only thing I can do is to actually just muck around with it, have a bit of fun with it, with the colour combinations. Yeah, so and make it 3 different colours on the border. But yeah, I did have fun with it, but as I said, the colour combination isn't me. Let me see. Yeah, so Sabrina was saying, hello, beautiful Sarah. I'm excited to see your yarn barn. It's taking shape very nicely. Silver's just finishing a cable cushion. Then she's back to her long-term project of C2C. Which one's that? Is it one of mine? Sabrina says that she loves it. Unique is saying, I see what you're saying about the colours. I think I would like smaller set colours, similar. Yeah, to be honest, I would have probably, if I'd actually thought about it properly, and now I know exactly how much of each colour I would need, I would have probably done greys and one colour. So it would have been, say, maybe I would have done sort of greys and purple, because I think they would have worked really well together within the pattern, or just done one solid colour, because I am that boring. If it's for me, it's one solid colour, or stripes no more than 3 colours, but of course this one's got 5. I think that's what's probably thrown me the most. Yeah, Silver, the pattern is absolutely brilliant, and you can even add the pattern that she shows is for I think it's a 2-weight or a 1-weight, so a very fine yarn, and you can also put on beads as well. At a certain point, Ursula talks you through how to put on beads, but of course I didn't have enough of a 1-weight, and I wasn't gonna jump into my crazy cottons behind, so that's why I picked up the Audi DK, because I said, oh, I'll do it in DK. We'll see what it looks like. A hot mess. But yeah, it's definitely worth a go. The pattern is so lovely and easy. So Sarah's saying I really don't think it's as awful as you say. The colours don't clash, they match nicely. Thank you, darling. But as I said, personally for me, too many. But I think I'd warm to it after a while, just because of the way it was. I've managed to keep the striping quite similar, so it's still in the right order. My first plan was to actually just go around the border using her pattern, but doing it in a grey, and then I came in here and realised I didn't have the same colour grey as in here, which would have drove me insane because it didn't match. So then the second option was use what I've got left. Couldn't get halfway through, didn't match, so yeah, ended up with this one. But it was definitely fun to do, because I've never done it where I've actually changed colours as I was going round, because I did each row round and then swap the colour at the peak points basically, and just kept doing it like that as I went around. Right, so hold on. So Silver is saying, Mayhem, she has a football team to C2C finish. I remember you sending me a picture of that. It was the first thing that she started, and she didn't get her measurements right, and so far it's huge and it will cost a small fortune. Yeah, because I think you started doing that when Emmy tried to talk me into doing her son's dodgy football team, and when I explained to her how big this thing was going to be after I'd done the chart, and Emmy said, "No, don't worry about it." I was like, phew, we'll stick to the cushion covers. You're still going. I'm pretty impressed you're still going at it, darling. Oh, right. Sabrina is the first person to have purchased the bird that's behind my shoulder here, which is my latest pattern that's out on Ravelry. It's a cushion and a blanket set, and I tell you how much yarn you'll need basically to make 6 squares, so then you can choose whether you extend the blanket pattern to a 6 square or whether you keep it at the 4 squares. Hold on, where are you? Here you are. Which way round is it? I don't know. That way. Yeah. So that is on the coat hangers because it keeps falling off. Yeah, so that is the 4 square pattern there. And that, and as I said, that and the cushion cover are in the written pattern, and it comes with 8 different videos attached to it as well. That was a heavy going couple of weeks for me, that was. But Sabrina has purchased the pattern yesterday morning. Yesterday late afternoon, she sent me a picture of her bird. I'm not going to show it yet. I'll show it on Sunday, darling. And then about 2 hours later, I think it was, or even not even that, she showed me that she was already onto the second panel and at least halfway through that as well. So she's now said that she's working on the border. So that means that you've either done the cushion cover or you've done all 4 of the squares of the blanket. Which one is it, I wonder? She said that she's doing it slightly different to mine, so she hopes I like it. No, that's perfectly fine. Swap out the border as you wish, darling. But just know that the border is only available in the written pattern format. It's also, there is a tutorial as well, but the tutorial won't be released the same time as the bird tutorials will on YouTube, because I like to give people that have purchased the pattern something a little bit extra. So for me, that is the directions on how to get how to do the border if they choose to use it. Queen, welcome in, darling. She said popped in to give you a thumbs up. Have a great day. Welcome in, darling, and thank you ever so much. If anybody else fancies clicking that thumbs up button, that'd be super duper cool. And if you're not already a channel subscriber, that's the free button. Make sure you click it. That way you'll be warned when I've put out another video. Shouldn't say warned, should I? But yeah, you've been warned. She's got another one out, gang. Zach, welcome in, darling. Hello all and everyone in chat. Sarah is saying, if I wore white trousers and top, me wear white with Liam. No chance. That wouldn't stay white for more than about 4 seconds. I'd have footprints of it. But Sarah is saying, if I wore white trousers and a top in beige, it would look really classy. Was that aimed at me or was that aimed at somebody else? I'm not sure. Sarah saying hello to Zach and hello to Queen. Oh, this is doing my head in. This top. Right, so what else are you guys working on at the moment? I've just finished that one. I've sewn in all the ends. I've finished that one. That one's sewn in all the ends. Now I've got to work on to the next one. But fingers crossed, if I can get the next one done, then I can take a rest and start working on other people's patterns again. Because I want to at least have one tutorial set ready to go. So I've got it in the bank, so to speak, so that if I have another muck up where the computer plays up like it did last week and the week before, it means then that at least there's something coming out rather than giving you a week off of me. I'm that evil. You're not escaping me again. I hope you enjoyed your holiday. So Unique's are working on work. Okay. You were trying to get me all tongue-tied then, weren't you, girl? Sarah says, if you wore either white top and trousers or beige top and trousers, the shawl would work lovely. Ah, gotcha. No, I'm threatening to actually give it to Emmy. Her son's wedding's coming up, and I said, here you go. She said, oh, well, are you going to wear that? I said, no, you can have it. The look on her face. It was classic. I wish I'd recorded it. But yeah, I'm evil, but I'm not that evil. Not unless she really wants it. We'll give it to your mum instead, eh? Hey, Emmy, give it to mummy. Make her wear it with that god-awful hat I made her as well. Right, so Unique is saying that she has a draft blocker, socks and Sophie to finish. Oh, busy, busy. And Emmy is doing my C2C, tut tut. Yeah, because Emmy's my tester. Oh, crikey. Jo's saying she's doing her first mosaic crochet pattern called Magnificent. Yay, I did it. She's on row 192 of 301. It's a long slog, but it will be worth it. Yeah, it will do, darling. Whose pattern is that? I've not really gone around looking for any more mosaic patterns at the moment, because I've still got, what, I think it was 30 of our Cornea Bag a Days patterns. And I'm just like, no, I've got to get through them, and I've only done one of them. I'm so bad. Emmy's saying it will look better than this dress that she loves. And she loves her hat. I know she loves her hat. It's like, you would think it was glow in the dark, this yarn. I can't even think what it was, but I knocked a couple of hats out on the Centro, and they were so bright. They made my eyes bleed. So I gave them to Emmy's mummy. She likes bright stuff. So Jane is making a Ripple Baby blanket in blue and white, and mother of pearl for a baby boy. Oh, that sounds so cute. Have you had a chance to have Snuggles yet, or is he not quite here yet? Is he still baking? Sarah is saying she has about 10 whips on the go, but 2 are postponed now. They're on timeout for being bad, I'm guessing. I must admit, I can't have multiples. Don't get me wrong. I've got a couple. I've got a bin down here that's got some in from years gone by, and there's a bag under the table that has got one massive one in that I would rip back, but I don't want to touch the yarn. It's horrible. I'm just like, I'm not doing it. Yeah, so I think that's the main one that's under the table now. and then I've got a shawl, and it will be my first shawl if it ever gets released. Just solely because I've got the pattern written down. I've sort of made it once. I say sort of because I used a really fine cotton, so it turned into a head bandana because it's so small. But I've done a bit of the work to it, but I haven't found the right yarn for it yet. I thought I had, and then of course I can't get the colourway I want. So that's going to be a long time in the making, I think. It'll end up being a winter one instead of a summer one. There we go on. Emmy is saying she found a pattern from her nana's stash from the 1940s. Trouble is it's cotton. I'll chat to you offline about that one, darling. We'll be able to swap the yarn out if needs be. Okay, Joe, now I understand why you didn't write the person's name down. Okay. It's by Anki? No. Right, it's by Mrs. Wintermans. I can't get that first name. And Sarah's saying that she's too pooped to do any. That's understandable. You are moving a lot of stuff at the moment. And Jane is saying that this is in regards to the baby blanket. Not yet. It's for a commission. Ooh. Unique says that she has had. I have to have a multiple going because she needs a brainless one for during meetings, and then one that is easy to transport, and one that is a thinking pattern. Oh, I like the way you work there, Unique. And Sarah says that she loves mosaics, Joe. They are so beautiful. I must admit, I used to have, I say used to because it's finished for this year, I used to have the poppies were my travelling one. They would be, I had a bag that solely had the crochet hook and the black and the red yarn in, because I'd do the green leaves at home and I would stash the leaves, so I'd do like however many I needed for the year would be done all in one hit, and I would just leave them stringed together. And then when I'm out in the car, if hubby's driving, I'd be sitting there crocheting through 100 grams of red. If I was on the school run, then I'd have to wait for my daughter, so I could normally knock out one or two while I'm waiting, because sometimes I leave really early just to escape the house and the dog. So yeah, I'd sit in the car and crochet a couple of poppies in the car and do it that way. So yeah, I can understand that, and having different things for different things. I use the poppies now, or at least I will do, to do a bit of a brain reset. So when I'm starting to feel a bit with crochet and it's driving me insane, then I pick out the red and the green and then knock up a couple of poppies, and then go, the project I was working on does not drive me as insane as these poppies, and I put the poppies away and I'm happy again. Back crazy, aren't I? Right, so Amy is saying that Mrs. Waterman's work is lovely. I will have to have those later. And Joey's saying that she'll be putting pictures up on her Ravelry page. She's also known as Have a Go Jo on there too. Oh, do me a favour, girl. Give me a nudge on there. Especially if you've made any of my patterns, make sure you tag me in them. That way I can nick your photo really and show it off on here if I haven't already, and also link it back to the original pattern if that's okay with you, because I like to be able to show off people's work alongside my own, just to prove that the pattern can be worked. And I haven't got my tablet here at the moment, so I can't even check either. But that's really cool to know that you're over there. I think I might already have friend requested you or whatever it is over on there. I get all confused. You guys have all gone quiet. So I'm assuming, because most of us in the UK, we're thinking about what on earth are we cooking for tea tonight. So come on, gang. Have you got your brain in gear enough to work out what you're having for dinner? Can you give a girl some ideas? Because I've got no idea. I think I've got some chicken and some bacon. So I'm tempted to grab my chicken and bacon. You wrap the bacon around the chicken, stick it in a pan with some barbecue sauce. Cover it, shove it in the oven, and about 5 minutes or so beforehand, dump a load of cheese on it. My lot love it, and then have that with new potatoes and some veggies. I think that's what I'll end up doing. Be creative. Welcome in, darling. She says hello, Poppy and chats. And she's got me playing while she's at work as well. We've got a couple of sneaky people doing that today, which is perfectly fine. Unique is saying it is where she is, it's lunchtime. Hot cross bun, says Emmy. Step away from the gluten woman. Pass it to me. I'll eat it for you. I'm such a good friend. Sabrina says she's working on the bird border. Sarah's just realised what the time is, and she says it's time for her to go. She needs to go and cook some dinner. Take care, all. It was lovely to see you. She's making a quiche today, and she's having it with roasted peppers, onions, and wedges. What time's dinner, girl? I could be there in 20. 3 days. I'm about to get lost. Hugs, beautiful, Sarah, says Sabrina. Yeah, have a lovely evening, Sarah, and I'll catch you soon, darling. Oh dear. Right, I think, to be honest, I think it's about time to wind down. I've done about an hour on here. I think I've mastered it to a point. We're making, what's it? Jane is saying spaghetti in a white sauce tonight. Joe's saying that we're making her hungry now. Sorry, Joe. And Unique is saying goodbye to Moo. Doodles. Right, so I think I'm going to sign off as well, gang. Thank you ever so much for popping in today. It was just going to be one of these crazy I'm here if it works scenarios. If you came in a little bit later, especially if you're in the UK, if you came in a little bit later, watch the beginning of the video again. I have found, or I've been told, about the bestest possible yarn sale ever. Oh, pants, Sabrina's in now. Sorry, Sabrina. Secret Yarn Stash got a cool sale on, love. Hit the link, the affiliate link in the description box down below, and it'll take you right through to it. Right, so as I said, I'm going to head off now. I will see you all really, really soon. So please remember to stay chilled, stay happy, and keep crafting. Goodbye, everybody.